Can you hear us now?
I'm LT and I'm an alcoholic addict. Welcome to Recovering Addict.
I'm Felice Weaver, your co-host, married to an alcoholic addict.
Mr. Teeter, look what came in the mail.
We love it.
Thank you so
wonderful.
much. Jolie on day 11. Woohoo!
Get it, Jolie.
Dwight, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Dwight, hello, Miss Sky.
What'd you say, Linky? Linky says 3 days, Dwight. 3 days. Aaron, what's going on? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad Teeter's here. I have something on my chest I want to kind of get off, and I feel guilty about it, and I don't know why. So I'm just going to explain it, and you guys can just interact with me. Some of you have purchased our T-shirts, and now we're giving a couple away, and for some reason I feel guilty about that, but I want to lay out why we decided to give away T-shirts this time. If you're a part of our show regularly, you know that we've given away $50 and $100, and every month or so, Felice and I like to give something away for free. Just, well, obviously it's not free. You got to share some of our videos and help us grow. But I feel like the last time we gave our money away, the person that won took the money and ran. And not that he ran and took it from us, but that he ran and relapsed. And I'm convicted that if we do give money, and I trust a lot of you, but technically we don't personally know each other. And to throw $100 somebody's way who's in a center, a recovering center, and the temptation that lies there, and I think that's what happened, is the reason we decided to give away a couple of T-shirts this time. So I hope you guys understand that we appreciate your support in purchasing the shirts from us, because that money goes right back into this and to buying more shirts, and that we just can give away. And, so I just want to get that off my chest. So I hope you guys don't feel bad that you've bought a shirt and now we're giving them away. But the reason we're giving them away is because we didn't want to give money this time because of what we fear happened with the last money that we did give away. If that makes sense to you guys.
Yeah, we never did hear back from him.
And he just vanished. Not in the chat, doesn't come to the Zooms. Reach out, no response. You know what I mean? So sorry. Not sorry. But I felt guilty for the people who have purchased shirts. Like, oh, I should have waited. They just give me one. But
there's a chance they may not have won it.
What?
So there's still a chance they wouldn't have won it.
Yeah, there's still a chance. It's money or shirt. So instead of money, it's a shirt. What's up, JJ
Penny.
and Sky and Penny? Welcome.
Wearing our shirt all day today.
Jeffrey and Murd. Thank you, Merck, for that reassurance. Appreciate that. Mr. Teeter says, I am not in this for the money or the merch. Where did he go? Wow, that just vanished. Where'd he go?
Probably at the top.
Oh, there he is. So I'm okay, good. Okay. All right, Aaron. And I had you on my mind for some reason. So I just needed to get off my chest. I've learned in recovery, us addicts, we don't understand our feelings yet as we are coming clean off of drugs and alcohol. And that when we feel things, remember what we learned in step 10, that if we have that pain inside, it's an indication that something's wrong, just like if we break our arm or cut ourselves, to take care of it immediately. I felt like that last night, and I felt like that today. So here I am expressing my emotions to you guys, opening up, becoming vulnerable, and just telling you all the truth.
It's okay. Alicia's just going to win it and then sell it on Craigslist.
Alicia, I love it. That's fine. I trust you to do that. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that a ton. You guys don't know how much we appreciate that stuff from you guys. And the more that we can focus on this and start giving back. Thank you, Kat. That's my goal here, is to rake in, give back, and I want to be able to support our community. And I have really huge dreams and hopes for the future, and everything I continue to plan is coming to fruition rapidly, almost scary rapidly. And I just hope I don't fail. So keep me in your prayers, keep me in your thoughts, and Felice obviously as well. TJ, if you want to.
I don't have to.
Thanks, Mommy. Hey, what's up, TJ? I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. And I had a great day today. Man, I'm excited. I'm so excited for the future. I haven't been this excited for the future, I don't think, ever in my life. 40 years old, finally had my head delivered right out of my buttocks. Sober, I'm clean, working the program, studying the program, and studying the steps are amazing. So I literally just walked, like, right before I hit the go live button, I walked right in the door. Hey, Emily, from my IOP. Hi, Brandy. Is that a new name? Brandy Taylor.
Hello, Brandy. I have not seen Brandy Taylor's
Welcome to
name.
the show. Glad you're here. This is a show about anything addiction, anything recovery. We study books. I have the experience of being an addict, drug, alcoholic, jail, felon, all that kind of stuff. And she has to live.
I lived with them.
And she lived with me. She had to deal with that. So she can help you out with that. So I literally just walked in the door from my IOP, and it was a great IOP session. I got to hear. So we just finished steps 8, 9, and 10, right? The last week. And we got to hear one of our members read their step 8. They finished their step 8. They got to read it out loud. And then we got to discuss the step 8. It was really awesome to hear a step after we have so thoroughly studied it. Man, it was really insightful. So
That's cool.
it was great. It was a great day. What's up, Chad and Aubrey? Brother, how are you doing, Aubrey? Good
Hello,
talking to
Danielle.
you. Danielle, cool. Aubrey says, seeing lots of changes on here in this comment section in a positive way. That excites me too, brother. I mean, I'm really excited about the future and what this community has to offer and all of that. Let's read our AA thought of the day on May 26th. And I haven't had a chance to proofread anything today. We're probably only going to get to the introduction of step 11. And other than that, let the chat's open. Let's chit chat. So here's the thought of the day. Well, let me click that button again. So in the 12th step work, the fourth part is conversion. Conversion means change. Prospects must learn to change their way of thinking. Until now, everything they've done has been connected with drinking. Now they must face a new kind of life without liquor. And you can put drugs right there as well. They must see and admit that they cannot overcome drinking by their own willpower. So they must turn to a higher power for help. They must start each day by asking their higher power for strength to stay sober. And this conversion to belief in a higher power comes gradually as they try it and they find out that it works. Here's our question. Do I care enough about other alcoholics to help them make this conversion? And think about what it takes to get there. You have to be able to open yourself up, create that environment of safety, be an honest, good person yourself, and then spend the time it takes with them. And the time it takes with somebody who is in active addiction is ups and downs and disappointments. And, maybe a $5 bill comes missing out of your pocket. Are you willing to go there for somebody to help them? Let's be honest, sometimes it's not easy. Oh, you're good, bud. You are good, buddy. Yeah, keep coming back, Brandy. And if you're new here, please make sure you're subscribed. Ring that bell so that you know when we go live. We go live every night at 8 o'clock. You don't have to hear it here for every show, but just to remind you, if you need a good uplifting program on recovery and relapse prevention, you have found it. And everybody hit that like button.
Okay.
So, meditation of the day. Discipline of yourself is absolutely necessary before the power of God is given to you. Listening to that? Did you hear that? The discipline of yourself is absolutely necessary before the power of God is given to you. When you see others manifesting the power of God, you probably have not seen the discipline that went before. They made themselves ready. All your life is a preparation for more good to be accomplished when God knows that you are ready for it. So keep disciplining yourself in the spiritual life every day. Learn so much of the spiritual laws that your life cannot again be a failure. Otherwise, we'll see the outward manifestation of the inward. Others will see the outward manifestation of the inward discipline in your daily living. And here's our prayer of the day. I pray that I may manifest God's power in my daily living. I pray that I may discipline myself so as to be ready to meet every opportunity.
Ooh, I like you.
I need this stick or just a stick and a piece of paper. Like you know what I mean, right? Or a stick and a piece of tape. You got something special going on over here. Oh, look at that. Michael Teeter, I watched your story today, narrated by me, and it made me cry. Someday my husband and I will go to LT's and Felice and go live and share our story. Awesome.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool. I can narrate it if you want.
As their mouths just move, but it's you talking.
Yeah. Linky, Dwight loves your shirt.
Thanks.
Linky's on a mission. So like I said, I came home. I take a little nap. I try to sleep when I can in between my regular job and this and studying and all that kind of stuff. So I just cat nap throughout the 24 hours I'm given. And I didn't quite get one little project done that I wanted done and ready, but that's okay. Life is life and we just live it. Right? Get a Band-Aid or something. I don't care.
Yeah.
And it has to be a stick, like a tall one, like a pin, like this big. And those 2 toothpicks will work good too. Desmond, right on. I love spending time and helping anyone fight an addiction. It keeps me sober. Absolutely. And we can't forget where we came from. Triggers happen. And in this instant here, the trigger is both and. I'm not the only one getting triggered. If we go camping or something and it's a couple-day trip, Felice may get triggered that I might be off sneaking in the bushes and drinking whiskey.
That's for sure.
I'm not one that was a hider of alcohol. I may have hidden how much I was drinking, but you knew I was drinking. And, but maybe she go, well, maybe he's having a relapse and I don't know about it.
He was hiding how much he was drinking.
I wasn't actively drinking it in front of her.
Yeah, even like your brother's birthday party gave me a little anxiety.
Yeah, me too. Life is a garden. Dig it. Amen, Jolie. I like that. Thanks for sharing our videos. I've been watching your posts. I love it. Thank you so much. Progress is not perfection. That's right, Sherry. We have a Sherry in our group. Marcus, what's going on, brother? Another sober day. Glad to be back. What are you guys on out there, Marcus? What day you on out there? Perfect. Okay, let's get this done.
Arts and crafts time.
That might be a little too long, huh? That'll work. I'll break it if I have to.
He'll break it just like he broke his addiction of his life.
Okay. I think that'll work.
Perfect.
Let me break this real quick.
Oh, you gotta take the comment off.
You guys will see in just a second. Hold on. All right, let's see how that looks. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, let me get my mouse worked out here. Oh, it's a little bright, huh? There we go. That's sober James.
Sober James and his cup.
Maybe if he was just like that. Yeah, maybe we'll try this. See, I told you this is the project I wanted to have done before y'all got here. But I got counseling to go to. Here we go. Ah, dang it. Sober James smelling sober James.
And sober James's cup.
Oh boy.
Day 10 for Marcus.
I think that's kind of a coincidence, Dad. It's sober James smelling sober James in sober James's cup.
Oh, you put him in a shadow or something, huh? I think that'll look better if he's in a shadow.
Yeah.
A little too bright. Just ignore this weird Joe Biden sober James back here.
I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
All right. Where are we? I'm sorry. I'm getting all. You talk for a minute.
I was entertained. He's got it. He's getting there. Derek, you feel so great today. Awesome, Derek. Glad you're here. Hey, just keep swimming. Haven't seen you in a little while.
Welcome back.
Aubrey, what a good wife you have. Handing you a honey-do list. Gotta love the women's.
There we go.
Sober James just chilling.
Hi, Jennifer.
Sober James chilling.
Jennifer Robinson's in the house. Bo Warren's new to the group. Let's say I haven't seen your face. Glad you were doing this. A shot of hope every night. Been clean and sober since February 27th. Awesome.
Mom, write that
Clean,
down
yeah.
on the sobriety dates.
Clean. I got that.
There we go. There's Sober James hanging out now.
Mom, write that down on the sobriety notes.
I will write it down on the sobriety notes.
Oh my gosh, sobriety James.
Bo Warren's new to the group, huh?
Yep.
Welcome. New to the group. Glad you're doing this. A shot of
Warren's.
hope.
Bo
Warren's.
Warren's.
Clone and see it. It's February. Good job. Hey, Bo, what was your drug of choice? Were you an alcoholic like me, or a meth addict tweaker like me, or an opiate user like a lot of my friends? If you guys don't know who Sober James is and what the heck is going on and why there's a little dude hanging out in my cup, you're going to have to go to his channel and check it out. I have his link somewhere. So I'm totally not set up, you guys.
I'll put his link in the thing.
Normally I get all set up before I get here, but I was at my in-house
He's trying to do my job.
Yeah.
10th outpatient program.
So I had to check myself into an IOP for 5 months, right? And so I finally transitioned out of there after working step 5. After you transition, you continue to go back every Tuesday night for what they call continuing care, where you continue working all the way through step 12 and until the counselor says you're good and you can graduate. We actually had a lady graduate tonight. But so that's where now that the COVID is slowing down and things are opening back up, they reopened in face-to-face with the counselor group therapy on Tuesday nights for us that have transitioned. So that's where I was right before I got here. And it gets over exactly at 7:30. It takes me exactly 25 minutes to get from there to my house. And so I was flying on the way here. I walk in with 5 minutes left before I go live. And that's kind of what you're seeing.
All right, folks, subscribe to Sober James.
Yeah, so that is Sober James down here. That is Sober James in the cup. I won this cup by throwing a disc frisbee over 100 yards. So thank you, Jennifer, very much. But like I said, we're probably only going to get into the intro of step 11. We are on step 11. We are going through the steps we took by Joe McHugh. I highly suggest clicking that link in the description and picking yourself up one of these books. Knowing what I know now after studying with you all, I want to go back and kind of redo my first. I'm going to finish the 12, obviously, but then I want to go back and. Are you done?
Yes.
What?
I was singing for Just Swimming.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
Everybody knows your name. Wonderful song.
But we will look at the 11-step prayer. Higher power, as I understand you, I pray to keep my connection with you, open and clear from the confusion of daily life. Through my prayers and meditation, I ask especially for freedom from self-will, rationalization, and wishful thinking. I pray for the guidance of correct thought and positive action. Your will, higher power, not mine, be done.
Jeffrey's got nice words for you.
Did you survive your work? I did. Like this. I was at work like this today. All day. But I survived. And I have a very much more positive outlook to it because I'll let you all know. I'll keep you all posted. You'll see. Recovery isn't perfect, LT. Just wing it, man. That's the addict, man, trying to stop you from delivering your beautiful message. Don't worry about being properly prepared or respect. Oh, thanks, brother. I'm one of those guys that if it's not tip top what I'm trying to deliver, it just freaks me out, man. Ricky, not ready to enter cheer. Nope. You know what's funny that you all bring up cheers? We were having this talk about high risk situations, places it's okay for us to be, and places it's not okay to be. My counselor, 35 plus years of sobriety, they're out wherever that Cheers place is because it's still open. It's still a bar that you go down the stairs into that basement and go in, and they're walking through that town on the sidewalk, and him and his family, they're visiting that. Is it in Boston or something like that? Something out east. It's somewhere out east. I bet you one of y'all will correct me here in a second. But they went to that bar and they all went in to check out Cheers. You know, it's legendary. It's iconic. And he stayed outside 35 plus years of sobriety. And he did not walk into that bar. He said, I have no reason to go into a bar, even if it's legendary, iconic.
He's cool, man. Yes, Boston.
What's up, Doggy?
What up, Brandon?
Brandon. That's right. All right. We'll call you Brandon.
Derek says recovery isn't just a journey, it's a destination.
Absolutely.
I like that.
You got to keep the end in mind too. Where are we headed? What's our goals? My goal personally is I want to rewrite my obituary, because I always think about that. And you've probably heard me say it a million times, but if you wrote your obituary right now, looking at your past drug use and where you've been, what's it going to say about you? And we have the opportunity now in recovery to rewrite the last half of our lives so that when we do die, we are proud of who we were. You know, we can write our obituary, be proud of who we are, leave a legacy behind. And if we have children, for something for them to remember us by, you know?
Alicia says it's not the destination. It's
Thank you,
the
Marilyn.
Journey. Who's right?
I agree. It's both. It's both, because the journey is all about learning, and you got to take it one day at a time and enjoy the moment.
I think you guys should thumb wrestle, see who wins.
Who? Alicia and who said the other one? I forgot. Derek. Yeah. Power in the group, power consciousness. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a higher power to a lot of people when they're entering this group. What's up, Matt? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Matt.
I love that axe throwing picture right there. We went axe throwing. That's fun.
As we can.
Coronavirus.
Or is it the destinational journey? Says Merc. Now all three of you have to thumb wrestle.
We got us a thumb wrestling competition, guy.
Oh, Aubrey's weighing in. Destination is where you stop before the end of the journey. Now there's a 4-way thumb wrestle that must be had.
Have you seen Aubrey's hands? He's going to win that thumb wrestle.
Yeah, that's true.
Aubrey, you said you were a fighter back in the day, and I seen that paw on you, man. I'd hate to get hit by that thing. Rock, paper, scissors. Shoot. Oh, good idea. Okay, let's do it. You guys get your emojis up, all 4 of you. Aubrey, Alicia, Derek, and Merc. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and then you guys hit rock, paper, scissors. So I'll give it a couple of minutes to get your emojis ready. Find the scissors, find a rock. Or you can just do R for rock, P for paper, and S for scissors.
It's not rock, paper, chokehold, Aubrey.
Rock, paper, chokehold. You got a joke, bud?
I'm looking for one, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay, ready? Here goes the rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Let's see where this goes.
I got one.
Linky's got us a joke while we wait.
How do dogs play Christmas carols? On a trombone.
Right on, dude. Merc's got scissors.
Let's see.
Oh, Brandon beat him with the rock.
Oh, Merc. Scissors.
Again?
Is this a rock?
That's a rock. R for rock.
Scissors. Rock.
What if you put D
Paper.
for Dwayne Johnson?
Oh, Aubrey beat him all. Oh, Aubrey probably cheated. He probably waited. He's like, I'm going to see what they put.
I said rock.
What if you put
I
Dwayne
feel like it was a tie. You guys all win. Hi, Merc.
So step 11 is the culmination of all the other steps we have taken, all the other steps that have led up to this step. And I was thinking about this today as we were going through our IOP, listening to step 8, that we make a decision in step 3. And then we take action from 4 through 10, right? We go step 4. All we're doing is freeing ourselves what is blocking us from the will of God, using our lives and living our lives for the will of God, our resentments, our guilt, our fear, our shame. And then in step 10, we repeat that daily on a daily basis. And then we come to step 11, the culmination of all the other steps come here. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for the knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. So how do we get here? How do we get to this point?
I just realized something.
What?
There's 12 steps and there's 12 months.
1 step a month?
Yeah.
That's not a bad way to do it, dude. Really dig in, huh?
Yeah.
Awaken. You're in a good place. Lots of experience, strength, and hope here. Yeah. Is there? Amen.
Yeah, awakening enthusiast. She's new.
Where? Oh, right
Uh,
there. Hello. I just stumbled on this channel because I'm desperately seeking help and looking for every corner I possibly can.
Click that subscribe button.
Oh, we are here to serve you.
Hit that subscribe button.
So we got a new couple people in the chat that I'll just explain what's going on. Okay, real quick. This is a channel that's dedicated to relapse prevention and co-addiction through family recovery, because I was an alcoholic addict. And if you are in the midst of your addiction, you're high or drunk right now, that's fine. Stick around. We are here to help and serve. Everybody in that chat is a loving person who knows what you're going through. Been there, done that. I've been there, done that. Early 2000s, I was a meth addict tweaker, like the kind you see on the news. I think I may have made the news. But anyway, I committed a felony. I got locked up for a year, and then I did 3 years on probation. And the day I got off probation, I started smoking weed. And I started smoking weed because I didn't learn anything from the halfway house that I did 4 months in a drug rehab center. And that should have taught me I was an addict, or it probably did, and I didn't listen. But anyway, so from all the way up till 33, I was for the most part clean. I smoked weed till I was 28. And then from 28 to 33, I was clean only because I had to take drug tests. So I started casually drinking at 33. But this casual drinking over the next 7 years turned into a fifth a night and gallons on the weekend, until I had to eject from this crazy insanity that is called alcoholism, and landed straight in the hospital where I had to detox for 3 nights, 4 days. And then I spent 5 months in an intense outpatient program. I transitioned from there, and I still currently go to this program every Tuesday. I was there right before we started this live stream, walked in the door and started this live stream. So we are here to go through now books. We finished a book called Staying Sober about relapse prevention. We are on our second book now called The Steps We Took by Joe McHugh, really breaking down the 12 steps of AA. And the next book after this that we're going to go through is going to be Addictive Thinking. And this is going to help us understand self-deception. This is going to be an amazing book to go through. So what you're going to get here from this channel is my experience from drug rehabilitation centers, jails, and destroying relationships, reputation, and jobs, to ruining a relationship between my wife and I, and her living as a non-addict with me. She's got the Al-Anon type feel to help people who are affected by drugs and alcohol, and then how kids are affected as well, and how that as a community, not just here in our family, but in our chat, in our groups that we are building, that we recover better together, is a statement that rings so true and so powerful that the more we understand it, the better we recover, and the more we love to recover, and the deeper understanding of each other we get, the more blossom and just awesome our lives get. And then we go out into our local communities and we can just give them the same hope and strength. In a nutshell, that's what this place is all about. So please subscribe if you're not.
I got another joke.
Oh, and Linky's got jokes.
What do you call a jacket that just went up in flames? A blazer.
A blazer. That's a good one. I was a gallon drinker until I ended up with gastritis. And I was putting in an induced whoa. Yeah, I was to the point where I was starting to dabble in the gallons on the weekends, but it was pretty much a fifth at night during the week. Basically, my drinking habit was drink, pass out, wake up, drink, pass out, wake up.
Is Linky being funny behind me? Or
He told a joke.
is that his joke? Oh, they loved your joke, Linky.
And he's out of here.
He didn't want to hear the response. Mic drop and left.
So in our current book study, on the steps we took, we are on step 11. And this is actually the decision we made in step 3. We work all the way through step 10. Step 10 becomes a daily habit. Hey, Chad. Becomes a daily habit, and the culmination comes here in step 11. Step 1 had to be taken so we could take step 2, because we couldn't see the solution until we understood the problem. And these 2 steps gave us what we needed to make the decision. And the decision was in step 3. And that was to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. And this decision was an important turning point. And remember, it's a decision. If there's 3 frogs on a log, one of them makes a decision to jump, how many frogs are left? 3, because a decision is only a decision. It's not action. So the next, we had to carry out this decision. There were certain things that blocked us from God, and we could not get on without turning our will and our lives over to the care of God until we removed those things. Something standing in the way from us and God. We cannot carry out this decision in step 3, which is going to come to a culmination in step 11. So we're going to work through these steps, removing them 1 brick at a time, one, however big and tall this mountain is that's in front of us, keeping us from God's will and turning our lives over to it. And how do we do that? We take all the action steps, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then in 10, which is the continuation. 10 is just a continuation of 4 through 9. So 10 is just repeating 4 through 9 every hour of every day. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. The easier it gets, the more habitual it comes, and you do it without thinking, and the better life just starts becoming. And people around you want to know why. You have a sparkle in your eye, and you can handle these small stresses and not freak out, and they don't pile up. We learned that emotions are just like a cut on your arm. It's pain inside, and we need to deal with them the same way we deal with a cut. We have to immediately take care of it, or they do build up. And if they do build up, then we have to go back and talk to our counselors, and which is a good time to talk to your counselors anytime. Don't think I'm trying to say if you work on it, you don't have to go to counseling, because counseling is a necessity. I still seek counseling myself. But we take care of them, right? So they don't build up. And as a result of the action steps, 4 through 10, we removed the things that were blocking us from God. And now we can carry out the decision we made in step 3 of turning our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand him. Through prayer and meditation, we can receive God's will for us and the power to carry it out. That's the key here on this one. What?
I just laughing at Aubrey. He doesn't want to do his honeydew list, so he hopes you go on for 3 hours.
I made a meeting, hon. Yeah, there's that Discord you can join. Thank you, Merc. And Merc, throw it in there, whatever you got.
I put the link for the Discord in there. Oh, welcome, Bob.
Merc did too. Bob's in the house. Right on. Welcome, Bob. YouTube's better for me, he said. That's awesome. Yeah, reach out and get in our private Facebook group, man. Get to know this community. I put that one little thing on there today that was like, hey, all silent members, come out and say hi. And the response was awesome. I didn't expect that many people to respond. Thought it was pretty cool.
You want to
yes.
catch up on the newbie?
Yeah. What's up? Let's talk about Awakening Enthusiast. That's a cool name, too. Cool screenshot. Cool thumbnail. I'm in a situation to where I am now recently divorced from the best friend lover I have ever had of 14 years. I'm still stupid and spending all my money to keep getting sick, and I'm spending so much. Is there a continuation? The numbers are astonishing. I call myself stupid every single time I purchase, and I know it when I'm doing it is wrong while I'm doing it, yet I do nothing about it. Welcome to the disease, to the problem, whatever you want to call it, of addiction, the insanity of addiction. You continue to do the same things you're doing, knowing the outcome's not going to get better. I always think, Awakening, is there another name you'd like us to call you?
She may not be here anymore. She said it kept freezing up on her.
I'm going to have to go, but I subscribed and I'll be back. Okay. Well, let us know if you're here, and I will continue with that thought.
They're just debating on which is better, YouTube stream or Facebook stream.
Oh, what did Aaron say? Very bottom one. Whoa. Yeah, it's better for me too because everyone is here. First time I watched it on Facebook, but I figured in about 5 minutes and never. Okay. Yeah, you get to see more comments on YouTube. I could add that thing like James does where it pulls them all onto the screen, but if it's important, well, you guys like to chit chat back and forth. So I don't know. I would rather y'all be here on YouTube. Tell you the truth. YouTube is the baby I'm trying to make grow. Facebook, I love it. And I want that to grow as well. But YouTube's kind of my baby. I've been on YouTube since 2008. My first YouTube. Coronavirus.
Oh my gosh. I'm dying on the inside.
My first YouTube upload was 2008. And I've been dabbling with it. If I had my head on straight back in 2008, I could have been a big YouTuber. But oh well. God has me exactly where he wants me. And it was his will to be done. Page 417 of the big book.
Should we talk about Brandon?
Brandon, drinking right now, huh?
Drinking coffee, I hope. Hi,
What you
Lori
drinking?
Waters.
Lori, hi. Lori says hi. Hi, Lori. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Murd.
Recovering addict here for experience, strength, and hope. You can read that one. I'm going to smoke.
It's your boy, Arnold.
Arnold Picado.
Shout out to my homie, family, and loved ones back home and Flag, Arizona, and here in Mesa. Anchored Hearts, heart. I got 10 days of sobriety and I'm still stuck living with the insanity of my addiction only because that's what I'm comfortable with.
Oh, yeah.
What does James say? You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Well, he is being comfortable and being uncomfortable. He's living in insanity. But you have to try new things. You got to be open to new things and finally see this fourth element, what did the big book call it? The fourth dimension we live in sobriety, which is peace and joy and serenity. What did Christine Snyder say?
Thanks, Sherry.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for providing this live show. Hard to get meeting these days. And thanks again, Christine from Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, we're here every night at 8 o'clock. So if you ever need us, you can count on us to be here unless the power goes out or we get in a car accident or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're going to be here 8 o'clock. I'm dedicated to this. We'll see what this future holds this next couple of weeks. I'll keep y'all posted. Times may change. I don't know. After I get through tomorrow, I will disclose everything that's about to happen. So
come on over, Kat.
Bless you is no longer when you sneeze. Coronavirus.
Have you guys seen that with what the heck's her name?
Cardi B or
Cardi
somebody.
B. It's so funny.
So I let you know that I'm here, but I'm working to organize my new room. God bless. Hey, Corey, thanks for being here.
Is it because you're the head honcho guy now?
Oh, yeah. He's got responsibilities. That dude's working his program. That's awesome. Working that program, man. Good job.
Mark, did you mean
Yeah.
Corey or is Cody in the house? I haven't seen him for a while.
Sweet, Jeff. We'll see you in Discord. Yeah, feel free to chat in Discord. Drop links, drop pictures. Alicia likes to post Zoom meetings in there. Keep your eye out for that because they're impromptu Zoom meetings. I'm not sure that she's really on a schedule, but those impromptu ones are very beneficial. People just pop in. I was going to pop in today, but I was on my way to my IOP and all that kind of stuff. But you just get, and sometimes you're not even like on top. There's not like a structured topic. You just get to know each other and, hey, I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with that, or watch Merc go get Taco Bell because somebody mentioned Taco Bell and he got hungry.
I don't eat that anymore. I'm on day number, what is it? Day number 16.
Drinking a good old beer.
Went for a run today and almost died.
Root beer, I hope. They're
So
doggy
hot.
dog. Are you, Brandon, are you an alcoholic or an addict, or are you just chilling, watching shows? Tell us about yourself. Let us get to know you a little bit.
Hi, cousin.
No.
Oh, let me read the next one. Oh, did I already read that one?
Yeah, you already read that one.
Dang it. I like reading those ones.
What's up, Joseph? That's Felice's legit cousin right there.
It's my cousin. We look alike.
TJ wants some Taco Bell. Remember when they got in trouble for run for the border? 2 hours to go. Keep talking. Oh, man, it's already 40. You know what that means. It is time for Cassie's quote of the day.
Hey everyone, happy Memorial Day. Giving a shout out to...
That's the wrong one. That was one from yesterday.
Just kidding.
Let me upload it. I told y'all. This is my unprofessional program today. Hey, there's Jerry. Woohoo! What's going on? Polly is hilarious.
Facts.
Dude,
That is
facts. That dude needs a stand-up show.
I love listening to him talk about his water.
Water. Is water. Okay, it's uploading, y'all, and we just froze, huh? I shouldn't have done that. But the audio should still work, so I don't really care. Love you too, brother.
Life on life's terms, babe.
Life on life's terms,
You got
yeah.
this 2 more hours.
I'm doing whatever I can to just keep this show just trucking along slowly.
It's trucking.
You guys like Sober James, though, in his cup? Remember we said we were going to put James's mug in James's mug? And we accomplished that right here. I'm going to have to get it closer to the camera somehow. I'll fix that tomorrow. Not alcoholic. I'm a recovering opiate addict. Oh, okay. Right on.
Interesting.
Good. Well, don't drink beer either. That could lead down to a dirty road.
Yep.
I was an addict on meth and then weed. And then I decided to casually start drinking. But come to find out, I'm an addict, and it turned into a fifth a night drinking. You may be a temperate drinker, but if you were an addict with opiates, our addicts want to be high. They want to be drunk. They want to feel good. They want to numb out. I'm just saying, be careful. And then a lot of people in the chat don't want to hear that you're drinking beer. It's kind of triggering to some. I agree with Aaron on that. Don't make it sound so good. Agreed. Tell us it tastes like crap and you wish you never did it. All right. We are uploaded. We are ready to go. Take 2.
Hey guys, how are you? I hope everyone had a safe and happy Memorial Day. As always, I'm here with your motivational quote on Recovering Addict. Life is rough, so you gotta be tough. Good old Johnny Cash. And as always, you guys know what to do. Let's do it together each and every day and continue to spread that love.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Life is
Life
rough. You gotta be tough.
Ooh, I got a joke.
All right, let's hear that joke, bud.
Why did the dog quit the football game? Because it was too rough.
Euphoric recall. That's right, Bob. Yeah, I did the Zoom meeting today and it went really good until I lost service. Yep. Yep. That's awesome. I think we have the same clothes. That's cool, TJ. Way cool. That was a good one. I really like that one, Cassie. That was a really good one. Lori says, weed, cocaine, meth, opiates, drinking now, I'm clean. Drinking now,
In that order?
I'm clean. Okay, so there's the
drinking
comma comes
now.
after the
What?
drinking. Weed, cocaine, meth, opiates, drinking, comma, now I'm clean. No, I'm clean. Now I'm clean? No.
Spell check.
We're going now.
So the comma thing is, if you look at a comma in a sentence, you can put, let's eat, Grandpa. And wherever you put that comma defines a sentence, right, Linky?
Yeah. Like-
Let's eat, comma, Grandpa. Or no comma, let's eat, Grandpa.
Drastically changes the sentence.
I just learned that yesterday. I'm not even joking.
Oh,
I was like,
punctuation-
oh, cool.
punctuation is just as important as the words in a sentence. Hopefully everybody heard that.
What?
Punctuation is just as important as the words in a sentence.
Oh, well, that is true. They used to help me cope with life, and what do you know? I found out I love to get high and then became an addict, right? Same here, man.
She said, now I'm clean.
Now, okay, so we got it right. We got you right. We got you back. That's what we figured. Love the honesty. Me too. Me too. Yeah, and look at us addicts being beautiful out there. Apology accepting.
Thank you.
Thank you,
44.
Brandon. For reals, like, thank you. A lot of people come in here and, yeah, now just stir up trouble for no good reason. When people are in here really on a life and death mission, and I talk about that a lot ever since I read it in the big book just a few days ago. When you approach your counselor or your sponsor to read your step 5, and read your step 4 to them, accomplishing step 5, you remind that person, I'm on a life or death errand. The drugs and alcohol, we had to draw a line. We had to jump into a detox center. Some of us ended up overdosing and going to hospitals. And the reason we quit and the reason we're focused on recovery, because literally for us, it is life or death. Jails, institutions, or death. A lot of us have been to jails and institutions. Me. The outcome next is death. I have another relapse, but I may not have another recovery, like Shauna says.
Here, she fixed it just for you.
Weed,
you didn't need
cocaine,
Grandpa.
meth, comma. Now I'm clean.
Jeffrey relates.
Thank you, Lori. You forgot the period.
Oh my gosh. You don't have to retype it.
And that if you knew who was correcting your grammar,
Stop it.
you would just laugh, okay? Because I can't spell without Alexa or spell check. I can't grammar. I barely can read, okay? I dropped out of high school in 10th grade.
And he's in charge of your book study.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
You could take away the alcohol, but you still got the ism.
Yes.
Stinking up the house. Well, the sheets in the oven because they were wet. They forgot which the dryer is. What are math addicts doing eating anyway?
I'm telling you, man, you're going to get your house burned down.
When I was a meth addict and I was roaming all the houses and streets of Ogden, if I landed in somebody's house that had a box of cereal on top of their fridge, I'd be like, yo, can I get a bowl of cereal, please? And I was so malnourished. I just need some, can I just get a big bowl of that cereal? And they were like, yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
Are they trying to eat the sheets?
I backed off on Aubrey with his big old paw. He's ready.
Keeping us on our toes.
Oh, that's funny. They ain't much for cleaning. I'll bet. You drank a fifth of what? Black velvet whiskey. Here, I'll show you a picture of Link. You're gonna have to move. I need to bring this picture to the forefront so I don't have to do it on the green screen, but oh well, you get what you get. But I'm gonna put it on the green screen. And I probably deleted it. Well, of course I did.
That's okay.
Well, maybe next time.
He looked miserable and old and tired.
I'll find it. And I'll put it where it needs to be. You
What's
talk
a
for a
fifth?
minute.
A fifth is about this big and that wide.
That's a pint.
That's a fifth.
That's a pint.
Which one's a fifth?
The one
that
that's
the
like
bigger one?
this tall and this big around.
It's the bigger one.
A fifth, then the pint, then the half gallon, then the gallon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna find this picture and I'm gonna upload it while Fleece chit chats.
They cooked a pizza. What is this sheet for? I'm confused on the sheet. Was it not a sheet? I feel like I'm getting that wrong. Aw, Derek, thank you. I love the camaraderie and love we have for each other too. It's wonderful.
Man. I'm the right one.
800
18?
meals. What are those, Aubrey? We don't use meals here in America.
Yeah, MLs. There you go. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, slang for poo. Oh, so it's not sheets. I was way off.
Yeah, I figured. I was just joking. All right, this is going.
Oh,
too
sweet.
slow.
Then we'll know what you look like, Derek.
What's he
We'll
changing
know
his thing?
He's going to put his picture next to his name. I remember I was with a guy with a DEA cap on, high on meth, walking in the wrong house. That was from Lori. Ooh.
A DEA cap came to your house?
Or did he just have a DEA cap? I feel like that's...
I used to have one of those caps.
So then they didn't know. Any jokes there, Binky Bud? Anything inspirational?
Oh, well, I'll have this picture ready for you tomorrow.
Oh, today I was on my walk And me and my friend Misha that pops on sometimes, we almost died. We almost walked in the biggest swarm of bees I've ever seen in my life. It was probably like the swarm was like as big and round as this whole table, and there was probably a million bees. I almost died. It was insanity.
All right. So through prayer and meditation, we can receive God's will for us and the power to carry it out. If we can do that, we will have carried out the decision we made in step 3. Step 3s and 11 are the pillars of the steps. We can say that the steps have 2 crucial points: the turning over our will in step 3 and the receiving of God's will in step 11. That is beautiful. You make a decision in step 3, you do a bunch of hard work all the way to step 10, and then you receive God's will in step 11.
I got a quote.
What?
Life is like a piano. As you go through that journey, you realize the black keys represent sadness and the white keys represent happiness. But as you go throughout life's journey, remember that the black keys also make music.
That's right.
That's right. Ray says hi.
What's up, Ray? Hey, you can see his name this time. I heard you guys got to walk out to the park to do yoga. That was cool. I wish we could have done yoga in the park, but it was also in the middle of winter. But how do you like yoga in the park compared to in the winter? I'm glad you're still there, Ray. Really glad. When we change the direction of a life, we change the life. We said in step 3, we were willing to turn our direction over to God, who had always been there, even when we were blocked from him. Our lives will have become different as a result of this process. So during the process, our lives are going to become different. God's always been there. We just got to remove this stuff so that we can start living for God in God's will. Because when we live for self, where did that get us? Nowhere. What?
Why are we doing math? Everybody's all 3 pints, 750 milliliters, 25 ounces.
Well, yeah.
I don't know why we're doing that.
Bo, this is the 12 steps we took by Joe McHugh. If you're interested, go into the description of the video you're watching or any of the videos I got out there, and you'll see this book. You can click on it. I think it's like $11. It's a really good book. I've been really just combing over it. Usually I read the chapter about 3 times before we discuss it, and then I read it again. But we are on step 11. And if you do want to go back into our videos, you can go to my YouTube page and go all the way back to step 1 and just work right through all the way up to where we are now, which is about 25 videos ago. Yep, there it is. P2.
It is much better on the grass.
Lawn. Nice. So that is the introduction to step 11. That's where we finally see that the decision we made in step 3 is coming to fruition in step 11. And it takes a lot of the hard work in the action steps 4 through 10, which get down, get your hands dirty, put all your effort into it and work them honestly so that when you do come to step 11, you will find the biggest rewards. That's when the promises start kicking in that we read. So let me see what the Just for Today has.
Aubrey says page 86 and 88 are the instructions.
Yep.
How to do 11.
We are definitely going to be reading that tomorrow, Aubrey. I saw that too.
Patience. Aubrey.
Oh, and for everybody new here, and for everybody in here, and for me and Felice, the power in the group is our Just for Today. Our understanding of a higher power is up to us. We can call it the group, the program, or we can call it God. And that's basic text, page 24. Many of us have a hard time with the idea of a higher power until we fully accept the depth of our own powerlessness over addiction. Once we do, most of us are at least willing to consider seeking the help of some power greater than our disease. The first practical exposure many of us have to that kind of power is in a group. Perhaps that's where we should start, and the developing our own understanding of God. That's where we should start. That's why I say when we get to step 2, we're not having a theological debate. We're not going to battle all the religions and all the atheisms and all the agnosticisms and all that kind of stuff, because we could go in circles forever and ever and ever. And oh yeah, we're supposed to be getting sober. So step 1, admit you're powerless and realize that your life is unmanageable. Step 2, come to believe there's a power greater than yourself. And the power greater than yourself at this point, without the theological debate, is a higher power of group consciousness, a bunch of people who can help you get sober. And then during the journey, your mind will be clear and will be led to the God, however you understand him. Our evidence of the power in a group is the unconditional love shown when NA members help one another without expectation of reward. The group's collective experience in recovery is itself a power greater than our own, for the group has practical knowledge of what works and what doesn't work. And the fact that addicts keep coming to NA meetings day after day is a demonstration of the presence of a higher power, some attractive, caring force at work that helps addicts stay clean and grow. Just for today. Oh, there's more. I should have scrolled. All these things are the evidence of a power that can be found in NA groups. When we look around with an open mind, each of us will be able to identify other signs of that power. It doesn't matter if we call it God, a higher power, or anything else, just as long as we find a way to incorporate that power into our daily lives. So just for today, I will open my eyes and my mind to the signs of a power that exists in my NA group. I will call upon that power to help me stay clean. Oh, yes, we will.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, we will. Oh, mouse is over here. The more you really realize how alcohol is the master of acknowledging the fact you cannot stop on your own free will, you'll be praying. Yeah, true that. Linky, you want to come pray?
The allergies are getting into my eyes.
Pat, yeah. That's what every time, Bo, which is so awesome, is either the step work, somebody's comment, the daily reflection, or the NA just for today we'll read at the end, is always just like somehow hits every time. And it did that with you tonight. And I love it every time.
God's working in your heart.
All right. Who are we not?
God.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. All right, y'all.
Amen, everybody.
And we are here every night, 8:00 Mountain Standard Time on the dot, if we can help it, Lord
Join
willing.
our private Facebook group.
Yeah, join our private Facebook group. Please subscribe if you're not, and hit that like button on your way out. But until then, y'all, stay strong, work your program, and remember, we recover better together.
Together.